Welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year. Today it's Thursday the 28th of April and this is course number 43 this year. This is Herons Reach in Blackpool. I was just up shopping in Blackpool this morning, so I thought I'll call in for a wee knock. Not played here for a few years. Played here when it first opened in the 90s. Wasn't that keen on it then, but it's since matured a lot and I really enjoyed it a few years ago. So let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 43 of 2022. It's Herons Reach Golf Course in Blackpool. On the tee, the man who was fed up with shopping in Blackpool this morning, so decided to call past for a game of golf this afternoon from Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. It's the opener at Herons Reach. It's 347 yards, par 4. And I know there's a fair bit of water about on the course. I think there's some to the right of the green and some behind it in this one. If I remember rightly, this is going to be a day when the stunt golf ball is going to be out fairly often. If she survives, we'll get several other stunt balls in reserve. So Ursula, it's her turn today. It's the approach into the first green. And here's the danger on the right hand side. Glad I remembered that. Second at Herons Reach. Short par 4, 248 yards. A lot of trouble in front. It looks a really nice hole, this, the water there. This is the green at the second at Herons Reach. It's quite an easy hole as long as you drive easily enough across the water. About 14 feet away, but early birdie opportunity. And the third at Herons Reach, par 5, first of them, 465 yards. It goes straight and I think it's going to fall down to the left hand side and down the hill a wee bit. First of the par 3s, 142 yards, relatively straightforward. Slight incline, trees on the left. All at Herons Reach, another par 5 again, 465 yards. Uphill tee shot to start off with, not too steep, just over the brow. This is how it looks at the fifth. Once you come over the brow of the hill, out of bounds to the left. Just stop short of the fairway bunker there and pins away to the left there. This is the sixth hole and this is one to test me, 433 yards, par 4. Big long one. These are the ones that always catch me out. Look down the seventh at Herons Reach. It's a par 4. Ordinarily it'd be 353 yards, but they're building a new tee, so the actual tee is at the back of the ladies' tee, so we're talking about 320 yards today. Hole at Herons Reach, second of the par 3s, 152 yards. Definitely one for the stunt golf ball Ursula. She's still with us. Hopefully after this hole she's still with us. But it's a dangerous one. Cross the water and then a slight rise up to the green. Coming to the end of the front nine, this is the ninth hole, 378 yards. Again we'll get the water in front. As I said earlier, we'll be using the stunt ball quite often, that's Ursula. A wee explanation for those that don't know about the stunt golf ball. If ever I've got a dangerous shot, we're in danger of losing the ball. Bring out the old ball, which is a stunt golf ball, and I name them alphabetically, so after they get lost. So some good ones in the past like Imran, Kevin, and I've got Victor waiting in the wings, but Ursula's lasted a long time. That's a nice peaceful spot here at the ninth. We'll have a wee look round. I think that's coming up the 10th there, so you still get the water in play. Around behind the tee. Then you get another wee pond to the right hand side. 8th green up there. And back down, if you look closely enough, there's a Blackpool Tower just sneaking into the right of the trees. And this is a look down to the 9th green. Looks straightforward enough, but you pan to the right. Anything to the right's in trouble. Just walking up to the 9th green, we've got a 12-13 footer for a birdie again. Could do with one of these going in. It's the 10th, lovely hole this one. 461 yards, par 5. And there's a big, huge pond to the right there. You can't see it for the trees, but I've seen it. It's huge. So it's a tight drive. There's the pond at the 10th that you can't see off the tee for the trees. It is rather large. Back up over the hill, fortunately a fit straight one. Got a lovely squeaky bum drives. It's the 11th at Herons Reach, 353 yards, going to dog leg round to the left. Just a wee bit puzzled at the moment because there's some guys down the fairway that they come along the first and then straight up the 10th. So look down the 11th, 149 yards, par 3. When I first played here back in the 90s, the whole hole was virtually a bunker. They put loads and loads of sand. They put about 100 yard long bunker. Somebody obviously had the good sense to fill it in, and it's a much nicer hole now. 13th hole, 294, par 4. So you can see some reeds in the pond just off the tee, and then it starts rising. Slight uphill, not too much uphill though. Here's another nice hole, the 14th, with a squeaky bum tee shot again. You get water in front, another pond just behind that. There's no wind today, that makes a big bit of a difference. Last time I played here it was like straight into the wind, and it's a right toughie off the tee. There you can see, just to the right, Blackpool Tower looming away up there. The tee shot on the 15th at Herons Reach. According to Stroke Index, it's the hardest hole in the back 9, Stroke Index 2. Cross the water again for the tee. And then straight up, there's a slight rise, slight incline there. You got loads of bird song around. It's really tranquil here, an oasis of tranquility really. You never know that you're only just in the outskirts of Blackpool. Right, now we come to the stretch. Anybody that's played at Herons Reach before will remember this bit. Last 3 holes back down towards the clubhouse. Tight as, no room for error. This is the 16th, it's 154 yards, par 3. Pond on the left hand side, trees on the right hand side. You've got to hit it straight, and it's the same all the way down to the 18th. Well, we're pin high in the par 3 16th. It's got a bit through the light fringe. Got about a 12 footer, 14 foot for a birdie. Well, we all know that feeling when you're putting for a birdie, put it 6 foot past and miss the return. Anyway, let's move on without swearing. This is now the 17th, 256 yards. It's a short par 4, but you've got water running right through, so it's risk and reward. Ooh, especially for somebody like me, it's not a big hitter. It's a really difficult decision. Do you lay up? Do you try and batter it over the water? Let's give it a go. Well, that was a good idea to give it a go. The strength conditioning must have paid off. Ball's hit one of those trees there, bounced back into the middle and cleared this. That's the barrier that's getting away. We're that way down to the hole now. I'm left with a short approach shot into the green. When I mentioned strength conditioning, what I meant by that really is loads of rolls and square sausage followed by big trifles. This 18th, a lovely hole at Herons Reach, par 5, 439 yards. Bit of water to start off with that you've got to clear, and then I think it's going to slightly dogleg round to the right. And it is a really nice hole. Just looking down the fairway at the 18th. Approach in, a lot of wee mounds in the left and right hand side. The tail at the back. And that's me just finished on 18 at Herons Reach. Very enjoyable course. As I said, I first played here when it was built in the 90s. Played here several times and never liked it. Had a gap of about 20 years. And I played here a few years ago and thoroughly enjoyed it when all the trees had matured. And it's a really nice layout, gently undulating course. Fairways are in good nick. Greens themselves, they're a few weeks behind. I think they've been scarified, rolled, a wee bit patchy, but they're actually putting quite true after they've been rolled. So just got a couple of weeks to go, a wee bit of heat for them, I think. But yeah, it's a thoroughly enjoyable course. It's like it's like an oasis of peace here, so close to Blackpool, just across the road from Stanley Park. And there's a lot of ponds, a lot of bird life, and hardly anybody in the course this afternoon. The guys that I thought would cut in waved me through straight away, so no problem there. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a really nice walk as well. So for me, mark out of 10, it's got to be a 7.75 for me. And I would say this is a perfect course for, say, like a golf society to come to. Loads of talking points, you know, with bits of water. So you've got to be accurate off the tee. If you can get off the tee, okay, I think you'll burn the course up. It's not too difficult after that, but it's the tee shots. As you say, there'd be a lot of talking points if you were here in the golf society, number of people get in the water, etc. Really nice course to play. Thoroughly enjoyed it again. So there we go, that's all from this afternoon. Off up to Scotland tomorrow for a week and a half, looking forward to that.